Hey FHN, I'm Kate.
I'm Noah.
And welcome to the Nightly Show. Stick by for a recap on one of last week's softball games, a feature on a face you won't see around the halls this year, and student stories on their worst high school experiences.
You won't want to miss this. In local news, following the destruction of Hurricane Helene, the Animal Protection Association, as well as the St. Louis Animal Shelter rescue riders, have gone on the extra mile and taken multiple animals that were injured, relocated, or left ownerless following the natural disaster that claimed hundreds of lives. The shelter is moving them from their original shelter in North Carolina, which was said to have not had electricity or running water.
Showing courage and bravery comes in many different forms, and here at FHN, a large group of girls showed immense courage by competing in the Powder Puff game. Here's Vanessa Ng with a video on what makes Powder Puff so important to women everywhere.
The Powder Puff football game first originated with the draft for World War II. There weren't enough men to play sports games, so women started stepping in, creating the tradition of Powder Puff. Today at FHN, some of the junior female athletes are continuing the legacy by using the annual Powder Puff game as a way to present themselves in a new light.
I've always seen everybody else do it, and I've always loved flag football when I was younger, so I was just really excited to try out for it.
I've been a fan of football since, I don't even know, I guess birth, because my family likes football, and so I've always watched it, and I've always just wanted to be like, hey, I want to be one of those people on the field.
I think that football is one of the sports that's mostly male dominated, and I think us playing it and having fun with it and like enjoying it can make girls can do other harder, more male dominated things. All of our coaches have been super nice and helpful. They haven't really been like, oh yeah, you're girls, you can't do anything. Like they've been really nice.
From some of the boys like who aren't doing it, they're like, you guys aren't going to be able to do this, you're not going to be able to do that. You can't catch a football, you can't throw a football, but like they're wrong. I think it shows a side of like women that most people don't think is there. Like the competitive side and the more aggressive side that people would think like, oh, if you're gonna be doing a girl sport, it's not gonna be like that.
There's a lot of different definitions of being feminine. Like feminine people can work out and be wrestlers and be like really muscular, and some are small and petite and do like a fashion construction and all that stuff.
I think it's so big, at least at our school, and I know most high schools, because it's something different that people get to look forward to, and like how the gender roles are like switched.
I think it shows that we can do similar things as males can. We can compete on not the same level per se, we can compete in the same sports they play in, and I think it just shows that we are just as capable as they are.
That wasn't the only thing going on a couple weeks ago during homecoming. The school had its first dance in the new school and its first homecoming game in the new stadium. Collin Christie talked with some people about their thoughts on one more big first this school year.
Students at FHN just had their first homecoming football game of the new building. The students are very excited to have this brand new change.
I feel like all the kids are all pumped up and very energetic and really enjoying themselves tonight.
I think the energy has been really hype and really supportive of our football team, and it's been helping them get motivated to keep playing.
Along with the new school, students got a brand new football field. This makes many students have a much better experience at the football games.
It's just a nice field, and it's bigger, and I feel like everybody is pumped up and ready to play.
Well, we're sharing one student section for one, and then also homecoming pep assembly was also in the gym, but we were more spread apart, and it was really loud.
FHN also got brand new concession stands at the new field, so you never have to worry about eating before or after the game.
I like it. I think it's very organized and it's very spacious, and it gets the job done really fast.
Many students and staff at FHN are very excited for the future of football games in the new building.
Us having our own student section and not sharing, and just the hype and energy. Go Knights!
Great news for all you pickleball fans. The FHN Pickleball Club is looking for members to join this exciting new program. For more information, check out the Instagram handle FHN Pickleball.
The softball team will be at home taking on North Point tonight in a game beginning at 4:15 p.m. Last week, the Knights hosted Troy Buchanan. Sports staffer Caden Ziha put together this recap for the game.
On Tuesday, October 1st, the Knights took a 7-0 loss to Troy Buchanan High School. Lexi Honors was on the bump for the Knights, giving up 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, and had 4 strikeouts. Trojans were able to get on the board early playing small ball when Brianna hit a sacrifice fly in the first inning to give them a 1-0 lead. They added another run in the second inning when Kennedy Dameron laid down a sacrifice bunt. The Knights got things started when Amari Jones hit their first and only hit of the game. Troy held off for an inning and then got right back to work, getting 3 runs in the fourth on an air, a pass ball, and another sacrifice bunt, which was a theme we saw throughout the game. Many times, Troy would get a runner on, they would move them into scoring position, and then they would hit them in for a run. In the 5th inning, Brenna hit a 2-run home run to break the game wide open. After dropping the last 8 games, the Knights look to get back to 500 in the last 2 weeks of the season.
Thank you, Caden. This week, there's a good chance that you have seen someone donating food, or maybe you yourself have participated. This is because of a week-long food drive that Francis Howell North has been running. FHN is currently competing with Central to see which high school can donate the most food. If you would like to do your part and secure us the win over FHC, make sure to bring any canned goods you have to your first-hour teacher. From there, they will make sure your donation is written down and added to the total.
It's been a couple of months since the last school year finished, and students are sure to have made memories they'll remember for the rest of their life. But not every memory you make is going to be a good one. Here's a video by Sassy Garcia, where she asks fellow students what their worst high school memory is.
Who am I here with?
Olivia Giedel.
Miriam Lichty.
I'm Aiden Kaby.
Carter Howdershell.
Tabitha Hickman.
What would you say is your worst high school experience so far?
I remember one time I had to use the bathroom in the old building, and I walked in and there was a giant trash can in the toilet, and that wasn't very fun.
Probably the practice ACT because wasn't prepared for it and I didn't bring a calculator or a pencil. Or freshman year as a whole because that wasn't fun. That was bad.
Chemistry with Mr. Farrar. I hate
Why?
Farrar. I hate Farrar. I hate chemistry. Actually, no, I don't hate Farrar. I just hate chemistry and the class.
There was a practice I had. It was not my favorite. Just some things went down and I was like, okay, whatever. But I took a break. I took the weekend and I was fine after.
Basketball games. I'm kidding. Wait. No, I'm serious.
Man, some of those were just plain sad.
I know. Lucky for us, though, we've got some good news to brighten up the mood. After many delays to A$AP Rocky's upcoming album, Don't Be Dumb, the famous rapper announced that he's putting the finishing touches on his project and plans to release the album before the end of fall. A$AP Rocky's most recent album was released May 25th, 2018, which means it's been almost 6 years since the hip-hop artist and fashion icon made his last full-length studio album.
Similar to A$AP Rocky breaking his 6-year streak of not dropping an album, the Francis Howell North Yearbook staff is breaking their nearly 20-year streak of using a horizontal book layout. Here with the video on the subject was Brianna Dunham and Kai Bass.
Francis Howell North is entering a new era for yearbooks with a bold and modern change. This year, students will experience the transition to vertical yearbooks, a shift from the traditional horizontal format. Ms. Keel, the 11th year yearbook advisor, has been instrumental in guiding the change and overseeing the creative process alongside several yearbook editors.
This book that they're currently working on is going to look different than any other book that they have produced in the recent future. A big change is going to be the dimensions. We've done a horizontal book for a long time. We had a few years where we did a square book randomly, but they are flipping it to be vertical, which is a little bit more traditional, but they thought if there was a year they were gonna make a kind of fun, exciting change like that, this year made sense. You'll see some designs layered in different ways, and just the way they've chosen to display the reactions of people and the story they're sharing is really interesting.
There is still time for you to secure your own copy of these yearbooks. You can purchase a yearbook for $60 online at FHNtoday.com/yearbook or with cash or check, which can be brought to Ms. Keel. Make sure to buy one before they go up to $70 before winter break, and stay tuned to see how Francis Howell North is capturing this school year in a whole new way.
Thanks, Bree and Kai. Moving on to some national news. The vice presidential debate was last week, and while the debate was much more cordial and organized compared to the presidential debate that occurred less than a month ago, there were still numerous moments that left voters and U.S. citizens worried for one reason or another.
J.D. Vance's most disagreeable moment revolved around his refusal to say whether or not Donald Trump lost the election in 2020. And Tim Walz's most disagreeable moment was his misspeaking in a quote where he said he made friends with school shooters. Polls conducted after the vice presidential debate were neck and neck, and the poll CBS conducted showed Vance's performance slightly favored over Walz. But that's enough politics for one episode. Let's get back to the school stuff.
Of course. Last year, Mr. Travis, a beloved science teacher, decided to retire, but people don't really know much about why. Here's a video by Olivia Prentice on Mr. Travis's reasoning for retirement, as well as his plans for the future.
I'm tired. And I want to be tired again, so I'm retired. Because those jokes are going to get me killed one day is why. It's time. It's time. I have a lot of problems getting around with the arthritis and that kind of thing, and not having to be someplace every day. I kind of always thought that I was going to end up being a teacher. I had some really good teachers in elementary school and high school, and then I was coaching here at North, and the gifted job at North opened up, and so I moved from Barnwell over to here and took the Spectre job at North, and I've just been here since 2000. I don't know what my students are going through. I don't know what their families are going through. I can only attempt to empathize with them, and so I think my story is be kind. It doesn't matter that you're with the same people every day at the same time. It's always different. There's a new adventure waiting every day that door is open. No, we want to do a little bit of traveling and see some friends, family. I want to get a new German Shepherd puppy and do some training and possibly do some dog training in retirement, because I don't know why animals like me, but they do. I think my students have kept me young, kept my sense of humor going, and I will definitely miss that, but I will cherish those memories for as long as I live.
That's all, folks. Make sure to follow us at FHNtoday on Instagram and TikTok, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like and comment down below about what story you want to see covered in the next episode. Once again, I'm Kate.
I'm Noah.
Signing off.